Hey, it's Friday, guys. I'm gonna start backwards today. So, first announcement is support your local box event. It comes to an end today, so it's 24th. So submit your scores. If you didn't submit any of them, but you did the workouts, you have till today to submit them. If you didn't do any of the workouts, you still got till today to do all 3 of them and submit your workout scores today, guys. So don't forget that. Second of all, we have that virtual class today at 11:45. So hopefully I see lots of you signed up in to that class. Coach Yash and myself will be running that class, so he will be my assistant for the class, and I will be the lead coach. And we'll see how today goes. We're excited for it, and we know it's going to be a fun day. Okay. Last of all, rental of equipment is coming. Okay, so we've had lots of you, of our members, email us or message us about borrowing, barbell or getting a rower. We're still working on it, but it's coming to an end here. We're pretty much dotting the T's, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. So look for that in the coming days. We just gotta finalize some things. So stay tuned for that, and we appreciate your patience during this time. I know some of you guys asked us, about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago for sure about that. So thank you for being patient, guys. So hang in there. It's coming up. I'm gonna pass it over to Chris to get into the workout today.
Okay, guys, we have a really good workout to end the week here. Pretty tough one. I'm looking forward to doing it myself. It's gonna present all kinds of challenges. So you're doing 3 7-minute AMRAPs, starting off with some type of conditioning. So if you have a bike or a rower, you can do 60 calories for the guys, 45 for the ladies. If you prefer running, you can go for an 800-meter run. If you don't want to get outside for the run and you don't have a bike or rower, we can just go for a nice and easy 50 burpees. Once you're done that, you're going to go for 30 power cleans, and then you're going to go for max effort thrusters with the time remaining. So if, for example, the first 2 things take you about 6 minutes, then you get 1 minute to get as many thrusters as you can done in that time. As far as picking your scale today goes, you have some options. Obviously, some of you guys might be restricted where you might just have to do burpees if you live in an apartment or something like that. If you guys have the option of all 3, I would pick something that maybe you haven't done in the last couple days. If you feel like being challenged, pick the thing that you definitely don't want to do the most. So for myself, looking at this board, it's really easy to say, I do not want to bike. Assault bike would be the worst option for me to do. It would be the least amount of fun. So that might be a good reason for me to actually choose that. Get outside of my comfort zone a little bit, do something that's going to challenge me more. For the power cleans, if you guys have a barbell, prescribed weight for guys can be somewhere around 95-ish. If you want to go up to 115, even 135, if you're feeling like a hero, you can go for that. But you don't want to lose the intent. So if the 30 cleans, if you can only do like 1 and then you have to take an extended break between your reps, you went too heavy. You want to be able to do about 5 reps relatively quickly, take a little break, maybe 5 more relatively quickly, something along those lines. For the thrusters, you're going to use whatever you're doing in those cleans. Again, you might not be able to get that full minute of thrusters in there, or whatever you have left, 30 seconds to 45 seconds, a minute, minute and a half, whatever. You're going to have to probably break them up, but you're going for max effort here, so you want to really push until burnout here and maybe even a little bit beyond that. Final thing, guys, we want to make sure you are getting thrusters in every round. So if you guys find that you're not anywhere near the thrusters after, call it 6 minutes, just stop what you're doing in those cleans and get into the thrusters at that point. If you want to do more of a timed approach to this one to scale it, you can do that as well. Say, no matter where I am that final minute, I'm just going to get into my thrusters. We'll pass it to Eddie for the afterburner.
The afterburner, still working on that Turkish sit-up and in that bridge position. Great movement where it really teaches you how to stabilize that overhead position for the upper body, keep a controlled midline. At the same time, for the bridge, start introducing the lower body, which is a full body movement that is very applicable for, let's say, the snatch. or for pretty much everything we do here. So stay tuned for the segment of the Turkish complex. We're doing this 6 rounds where you're doing 1 and 1. So 1 Turkish sit-up, 1 Turkish bridge on one side, and then repeating that on the other side for up to 6 times. And we'll see you next in the warm-up.
Okay guys, for the warm-up today, we have part A and part B. In part A, we're doing a 5-minute AMRAP. So we have a few movements to go through here. Just remember, keep them all at a nice, easy warm-up pace. You're not going a traditional AMRAP to get as many rounds as possible. You're just going at a steady pace. We haven't paid the heat bill in here in a little while, so this is cold. So we're gonna start with that first movement. It's 6 burpees, so just nice and easy, all the way to the ground. Remember when you kick those feet back in, notice how she's wide with those feet, she's landing flat on those heels. You're gonna go for 6 of those. When you're done that, you're gonna grab your kettlebell, or in our case, a dumbbell, or odd object, lots of options here, and we're gonna go for deadlift. So you can notice here, the most important thing is always maintaining that nice flat back. Notice how Jess's shins are pretty straight in the air, so her knees aren't going too far forward, and her shoulders are a little bit ahead of the object. When you get to the top, make sure you are squeezing your butt, pulling that rib cage down, so you don't want to see that overarch in the spine. After you do 6 of those, we're going to keep that object in our hand and go directly into kettlebell swings. So we can go for Russian swings here, shoulder height, and we're thinking about extending that hip, popping that hip to drive that kettlebell up and forward. After we go for 6 of those, we're going to go for some Spiderman lunges. So we're going to start in the push-up position, we're going to step 1 foot forward, and then if you can, you're going to drop your elbow down to the ground and just hold it for a second or 2, come back up to the push-up, step forward with the opposite leg all the way down. Just one tip on this one here, we want to make sure when you step forward with that leg, Jess, if you want to face the side profile so they can see. Yeah, so notice how Jess's shin, again, is straight in the air, the weight's in that heel. So make sure we're not on that front toe when we're doing that spider lunge. We're going to go for 6 alternating of those and then repeat those movements for 5 minutes. For part B of the warm-up, we're doing 3 rounds of 5 muscle cleans. So we're going to show you guys first with a PVC what that's going to look like. So for that muscle clean, we're going to think about driving those elbows up really high so you feel that stretch, and then rotating those elbows up and through into that front rack position. And nice and easy on these guys. Don't rush them. Try to really, especially those end ranges, when you get those elbows up high, you're going to feel those shoulders stretching out. That's what we're going for here. If you're using a barbell PVC, that's up to you. We'll show you a couple with a dumbbell next year for those muscle cleans. And just because in the workout, if we're going that route, so we're gonna think same thing, elbow goes all the way up, and then you're gonna rotate that elbow forward and through. Once you're done those, we're gonna get into some front rack squats. We're gonna do 5 per side. So for that front rack squat, it's just a regular squat here, weight on the heels, back and chest up, nice and tall. And you can see Jess is resting that dumbbell on the shoulder from the side view. That elbow is ahead of the object. So she's gonna come down, pushing that hip back, staying on those heels. You're gonna go for 5 per side. Enjoy the warm up, we'll shoot for the workout.
Okay, let's get ready for the spicy workout. 7-minute AMRAP. Again, the AMRAP comes through the thruster. So the first movement, you're doing either the calories on the bike row or whatever machine you have at home, or you're running, or you're doing the burpees. You want to pick a progression on that first movement that takes you about 3.5, maybe 4 minutes, so that way you get back to the thruster with about a minute, maybe take 15 seconds to recover before you start those thrusters. But again, you want to get back there for about a minute, or with a minute left, as Chris mentioned at the whiteboard. We're going to start with the power clean. So today you're actually going to use a dumbbell. So for the power clean, you're going to go alternating, 30 of them. So you want to start from the ground. Notice how his hips lower, so his knees aren't forward, his hips not too high. He's going to use his back, he's going to use his legs to lift the movement, lift the object from there. He's going to curl it up, catch in that power position. Then he's going to bring it back down for his next repetition on the opposite side of this one. Okay, you can also switch side at the top or at the hips, whatever you find comfortable. And you're going for 30 power cleans. You want to keep a tight core. You want to keep a tight position on that power catch position to allow you to move through these 30 relatively quickly. let's call it 90 seconds to kind of get back to that thruster. The next movement we're going to get into is that thruster. So using the dumbbell, you're going to hold that dumbbell with both hands. Here you want to watch how far the elbows point out. Don't let them point out too much. You want to retract the shoulder blades back to keep that chest propped up nice and tall. When you go down in your squat, don't let your belly button drop. So keep the chest up, drive through those legs, creating that power through the hips to get that full extension. In that extension, core is tight. Do not shrug the shoulders, okay? Don't shrug the shoulders, lock up those elbows, bring the object back down before you get into your next repetition. A little quicker progression is he can bring the object down as he starts squatting down. So I'll let him do his thing here a little bit quicker. So you'll start squatting as he lowers the object, which takes more upper body and midline control to be able to do that. You gotta bring it down first before you squat, okay? But you're doing max effort thrusters until the 7 minutes run up, and then you're doing 2-minute rest before you repeat it again for 3 rounds totally. Have fun with this workout. Okay, let's get into now the Turkish sit-up and bridge complex. So you're gonna do 1 to 1, again, starting with the sit-up. So pick an object, it doesn't have to be heavy, pick an object that you're comfortable in an overhead position. So again, you're actually gonna use his dumbbell here. He's gonna get in that sit-up position. Notice how he has his heel and knee bent on the side that he's holding the object. From there, he's gonna do his sit-up. He can support himself through the elbow. He's twisting to use oblique. He's propping himself up with a flat back, or he's using a midline. From there, he's gonna lower himself right back down. Now, the next movement, same thing, so it's similar. So he twists over, engages the obliques, flexes the core to get that sit up, then flexes the glutes, driving through the heel to activate those hamstrings. Nice tight body from knee to shoulder. You're trying to keep a long position from hand to hand. It's one long line as well before he lowers himself down, all the way down. Then he would switch sides. You guys are gonna do this 6 times as a complex. So you would do one side, then do the other side, kneel a break, take a break, repeat that for 6 repetitions. Have fun with this one, and we will see you tomorrow.